Market started the US trading week awash with green, seeing Trump fever running hot with the US election 1 week away. Welcome to the Daily. My name's Jessica Amir, market strategist with Mumu. Well, the key theme taking hold of markets is that investors are aggressively pricing in a Donald Trump victory. It seems traders are really trying to get their hands on anything and everything that could potentially benefit from a Trump win. Perhaps this is why Trump media technology shares jumped 22% overnight. The biggest holder of Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, rose almost 9%. Bitcoin itself up 3%, while the world's biggest Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, jumped 4.4%. And Coinbase gained over 5%, while gold continued to move on up, holding in the vicinity of record highs. But all in all, the backbone supporting equity markets is pretty strong. The oil price has fallen 5%. Bond yields are down. They've fallen from their 5-month highs, and the US dollar has stepped lower too. So while markets are primed and ready for a potential Trump win, taking heed of the polls and what bookies are suggesting, investors are really focused on big tech earnings. Potential victories coming this week, especially from big tech. And this is why we're seeing buying pick up into some of those tech stocks that are reporting tonight, such as Google parent Alphabet, as well as AMD. We're also seeing buying pick up in Meta, Apple and Amazon. But all in all, we do have over 40% of the S&P 500 companies reporting earnings this week. And now the market cycles are suggesting they're okay with company earnings only growing by 3.8% in the quarter. But because earnings are growing more than expected, it is supporting equities higher. This week's mega cap tech earnings and the US jobs data could provide more fuel and momentum to support the market higher. But the question remains, will big tech stars, Google, Meta, Amazon, deliver the goods and grow their earnings and outlooks, or will they fall flat and take the wind out of market sales? That's something to consider. Perhaps that's why we should be expecting maybe some profit taking. All in all, the futures are suggesting a positive day of trade on Tuesday. The ASX 200 is expected to lift 0.6% if you go by what the futures are suggesting, marking our second positive day of gains. Oil shares expected to be on the nose, and that's because the oil price is down 5% with Middle East tensions easing, while focus will be on tech stocks today and anything and everything locally linked to Bitcoin. Perhaps keep your eye on Square. The payment business does make 40% of their money from Bitcoin and Bitcoin transactions. Also keep an eye on uranium stocks. Why? Well, uranium will be in the spotlight this week with big tech companies continuing to seek out cleaner, more net neutral forms of energy. So focus on perhaps uranium ETF, URA. Also keep your eye on URNM, as well as small cap companies such as Boss and Paladin. Lithium also in the spotlight. Keep an eye on Pilbara Minerals and Liontown just as examples. And that's particularly interesting because we are expecting to see a cracker report card from BYD. BYD, of course, one of the most purchased EVs in the world. They're expected to report record EV sales. And if Tesla's blowout earnings are something to go by, you'd be expecting cracking gains in BYD shares as well. Last but definitely not least, gold is continuing to push up. I do think it would be worthwhile keeping your eye on Newmont. Newmont is the 9th biggest company on the ASX. And that's the Daily.